What's up guys, Laneface here, and I am back with another Final Fantasy VII video. This time we're going to be talking about weapons. While most of the weapons in the game you can buy at shops whenever you want, other weapons are a lot harder to get, either because you have a small window of opportunity to get them, or because you really have to go out of your way to get them. So in this video I'll be going over my top 10 rarest, elusive, and hard to get weapons. Spoiler alert, there's more than 10. Squeaking in at the 10 spot is Supershot ST, Spring Gun Clip, and Apocalypse. Supershot ST is a weapon for Vincent, Spring Gun Clip is for Red 13, and Apocalypse is for Cloud. These are the only weapons on the list that you can't miss due to progressing past a certain point. While Apocalypse is the most sought after, and technically hardest to get of the three, I put them all at the 10 spot because you have to go to the same place to get them. You have to go to the ancient forest near Cosmo Canyon. The only way to get there is by Mountain River, or Gold Chocobo, or by killing Ultima Weapon, which leaves a giant crater allowing you to simply walk to it. But once you get there, you have to go through the forest, which can be quite the task as it's basically a giant puzzle figuring out what insects, frogs, and other things help you get across various obstacles. You get the Supershot ST and Spring Gun Clip relatively quickly. In the final room lies the Apocalypse. Make sure you grab it because once you leave the room, you get kicked out of the entire forest. In at number 9 is the Shotgun. This is for Vincent and the only weapon on this list that you can buy. You can find this in Rocket Town and purchase it for 3100 gil. The reason why it's on my list is because you can only get this weapon during Disc 1. After that, it's gone forever. And if you don't have Vincent yet, or if you're low on gil, you may not buy this when you first get here. Therefore, it's quite possible you miss out on this weapon. In at number 8 is the Yoshiyuki. This weapon is for Cloud and it's only available until Cloud gives Sephiroth the black materia. Just like the shotgun, you get this in Rocket Town, but it's slightly more tricky to get. You need to talk to the old man standing outside near the rocket. The catch is you have to talk to him twice. Most random people throughout the game you'll talk to once because they only have one thing to say. This guy has a different message the second time you talk to him and asks you if you want to look up at the rocket with him. If you agree, he'll give you the Yoshiyuki. Also, if you do this after the rocket has launched, you'll get Cid's ultimate weapon, Venus Gospel. In at number 7 is the Oritsuru. This is Yuffie's strongest weapon with materia growth, and you have to do 2 steps in order to get this. The first thing you'll need is the Leviathan scales, which you find right before you board the submarine during the underwater reactor mission. Go all the way to the left and you'll find the chest containing it. You must get them here or they're gone forever. Next, you'll need to head to Wutai and go up to the giant statues. You'll find a room with fire blocking your path if you go any further. Use the Leviathan scales to put out the fire. It is here where you will find the Oritsuru. In at number 6 is Master Fist and Pile Bunker. You'll notice a common theme for most of the weapons beyond this point. If you remember back when you first went to Shinra headquarters, there was a shop you could go into and buy items from the lady behind the counter. There were also 2 chests in the back, but you weren't allowed to open them. During the Shinra raid, you can head back to the headquarters and go into this shop. This time no one will be there, giving you the ability to open up the chests, giving you these 2 weapons. Master Fist is for Tifa, and Pile Bunker is for Barret. In at number 5 is the Glow Lance and HP Shout. Making our way up Shinra headquarters during the same raid mission, you can find the Glow Lance on the 63rd floor. You may not expect to find anything here, being that it wasn't here the last time you came. After that, head up to the 64th floor and go to the locker room. You can find HP Shout in one of them. You may have found this the first time you came, but Cloud didn't take it because he didn't see the point. But now you can grab it, giving you Cait Sith's ultimate weapon. In at number 4 is Rising Sun. This weapon is for Yuffie, and the only time you can get it is during your fight with Diamond Weapon. Steal from Diamond and eventually you'll get the Rising Sun. Fun fact, while the Rising Sun is technically in the original Japanese version, it's impossible to get this item because you don't fight Diamond Weapon, or any weapon for that matter. It wasn't until the next release where you were able to get the Rising Sun, as well as fight Diamond, Emerald, and Ruby Weapon. This is why I think this weapon isn't listed in the official strategy guide Square Enix put out when the game was released. In at number 3 is Missing Score. The way you get this weapon, in my opinion, makes no sense at all. So right before your fight with Hojo, during the Shinra raid, there is a save point. You must put Barret in your party if he isn't already. After that, walk up the stairs and eventually you'll see a little green chest that contains Missing Score. If Barret isn't in your party, the chest won't be here and you'll miss out on getting his ultimate weapon. Why this doesn't make any sense to me is because I don't understand why Barret needs to be in your party at this particular time. To me, it would have made way more sense if Vincent needed to be in your party. If you remember your first conversation with Vincent when you get him, he asks if he goes with you, will he get to see Hojo? This would be a perfect place and time to give you Vincent's ultimate weapon. That way, if you didn't get him, because he is a secret character after all, the chest won't be there. But for whatever reason, this is where you get Missing Score, making it an extremely small window of opportunity to get this. In at number 2 is Umbrella and Flare. This can easily be the most difficult weapons to get. You get both of these at the Speed Square in Gold Saucer, and you need to get 5,000 points. This can take quite a long time to do, as getting 5,000 points is not easy. Although if you do have a newer version of Final Fantasy VII, watch my video on how to get 25,000 points easy. You can get the Flare, which is Cid's strongest weapon, anytime after you get Cloud back in your party. However, I didn't know this weapon existed for years because it is not in the official strategy guide. The Umbrella, which is Aerith's strongest weapon, is a little bit more challenging to get because although you have to do the same thing, you only have a couple of opportunities to get this. You'll need to do this within the first 2 times of visiting Gold Saucer, or sometime in between, in order to get it. Plus, getting GP at this point is hard to come by, so you won't have very many chances to get it unless you save right before and reload your save file. Now before I get into the number 1 spot, I just want to take a second to look at some honorable mentions, so here they are. At number 1 is the Behemoth Horn. This weapon is for Red 13, and this thing is nearly impossible to find unless you know exactly where it is, and even then it's still hard to find. For starters, this weapon, like the Flare, is not in the official strategy guide, so I didn't even know this existed for a long time. But once I found out what it is and where it was, I still had trouble finding it. So you can get this during the Shinra raid at the Shinra headquarters, but it's on the crazy long stairway around the back. You might remember going up this the first time you came, but why this is so hard to find is because you can't get it going up the stairs. You can only get it going down the stairs. I don't know if this is a glitch or if Square Enix was trying to be nice and make it so you don't have to go up all the stairs and save you some time and forgot they put an item down here. But you skip over half the flights of stairs when you go up. It's only when you go down the stairs that you see all the flights and you can find the Behemoth Horn. And that is my list. Let me know down in the comments section what you think the rarest weapons are. And before I end this video, I just want to say real quick that I just got an email from YouTube. They said that they are no longer letting people with less than 1,000 subscribers monetize videos. So with that being said, if you do enjoy my content, a subscribe would very much be appreciated. So that's all I got for now. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.